on this creek. It's a tributary to the Sawkill River. It's a perfect place for those otters to come exploring up, and I haven't seen any on the cameras. But we'll take a muskrat and we'll just keep on trying. Set it right back down on the bottom. I think I'm going to bring another 330 in and put it up near the top here too. We are getting this pattern in New York State of just snow after snow after snow. I grew up in Vermont, and you know, when they call for snow, you usually got what they called for or a little bit more. But here in the Hudson Valley, over my time living here, it's been the opposite. Like, they'll call for it and then we won't get it. Not this year. Last night we were supposed to get like a dusting to an inch, and we got like 3 inches this morning. Light, fluffy stuff, beautiful. But here I am at the first trap check. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. This corner is now fired off. I think this is the 4th fox in this one. I got 6 fox in one that's right up over the hill there, which we haven't checked yet. But we've been watching this guy and adjusting the traps around. I think this might be old Crooked Tail. I'm gonna have to look closer. Yeah, we'll check him out. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to use the death ray. I still haven't changed the cable on it, and it's pretty kinked up, but we'll give it a try first and see. See, the thing is, it's got like memory to it, so it's not staying like flexible and open. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Bend it open a little bit. We'll see. All right, he's a little too excited. We're gonna get the rifle. Yeah, with this small loop on here, I just can't stress him out trying to get him in it. So it's getting to the point where we might stop the canine trap, and we're gonna look at the fur on this guy and see. They'll start to break down now going into January. This has been an awesome corner for red fox. It looks like I got him just perfect. Stepped right in the trap with his front foot. The trap is frozen. Honestly, I don't see any rub on this fox. He looks, I mean, he's dirty right now, but up in here around the neck is where it would start to get thin. You know what we haven't had is we haven't had those sunny days where they're going to go out and lay in the snow and then freeze and then get up and pull all their guard hairs out. We're going to keep fox trapping a little longer. Okay. I'm actually going to come back and mess with this trap set on my way back. I want to see if there's any more animals out there in the other sets. You know what's interesting to me about the fox is once they start working a set and they're curious about it, they seem to just keep coming back. Now look at this. This is that corner that caught 6 fox, and it looks like it would have caught another one. Now I don't know if it's the same one I just picked up, but the trap is right in there. That's kind of the backing. So I'm going to sweep this off on the way back, but that trap might not be firing. Beautiful, beautiful morning. So this will probably be after the fact, but I'm pretty excited that coming up on January 24th, I'm going to be meeting with Reed Roberts. He's of Dead Pine Trappers, and he has an outdoor education program with secondary school kids from British Columbia schools. And I've been watching some of his videos, and they look a lot like this. Very snowy. I mean, thousands of miles away from here and in a 3-hour different time zone. Very excited to talk to Reed. They're really out in the bush with their trapping. I'm in the farms in the backyards, but as I was telling the students in the trapping class, the wild places are right outside your back door, no matter where you live. just gonna brush things off. I did put some fresh pee on this yesterday. Oh, look at that. Something dug up at the trap. Oh, that's interesting. So this trap's in the bag. Wow, we're gonna have to look and see. And I had it solid right down in there so that it will fire off. And we got a shingle. We got it covered with some debris and the shingle to step on right there. Boy, have I missed him again. Now I'm gonna be like upset. Well, I saw what was flipping the trap at that bobcat walkthrough, and that was a raccoon. So we are gonna get the DPs going again. I had turned them off at this spot, but I want to keep those coons out of that walkthrough. Also, we had a skunk. I don't know about you guys, but that looked like a, $40 to $50 tail there. So I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. Deployed this, I got it a long time ago for my restaurant to get skunks away from the dumpsters. But I got some peanut butter here and a big lump of peanut butter down there at the pan. And we are going to deploy the skunk trap. I do have some herring here, but I think I'm gonna wait on that. Let's just see how the peanut butter does. So we're gonna go put this out. The walkthrough's over there. They can't go over the water now because the ice is too thin. So they gotta go through there. And the skunk is coming from this side over here. So I'm gonna just cover this up with snow and see if we can draw them into this trap here. Okay, sorry, I don't have my tripod here, but I dug this all out, make it very apparent in the front, but it's all covered up in debris, and we'll see how it goes for the skunk. Giving you a little bit of the trail camera work on the Trapper snore line. And guess what? I use Guard Pro cameras, and Guard Pro has caught wind of my channel lately, and they sent me a brand new camera with a solar charger and everything. I'm finally getting a little bit of the bonus things from doing all my trapping content. Well, they would like me to review this camera, and I'm just letting you know right now I'm not doing that right now, but that's going to be coming up. We'll do a full review coming up of the A60, and I'll talk all about the cameras I use. I have found them to be kind of like the tank cameras of the trap line. They never fail me. The batteries last. They get great video. They get great sound. Anyways, that's coming up. I think these cameras have definitely earned it. You guys know Jeff Dunlap and Sarah Gomez. I usually talk to them during the New York State Trappers Convention. I was lucky enough to be taught by them at the New York State Elite Trapping class, and I'm just afraid of one thing that Jeff said. He said, when you're trapping bobcats, once you miss them, they ain't never coming back. I think that's exactly what he said. They ain't never coming back. And I really hope that's not true, but Jeff has a lot more experience than me, and yeah, he might be right. And that may just be a philosophy to really try to get him on the first time. But bottom line, I'm having fun. That's a huge reward for me. Just having fun, enjoying them, and you don't get them every time. Right here in this intersection, I caught a bobcat right over there early in the season. And I've caught a gray fox on this corner, tons of opossum. But this is kind of a highway for the snowmobiles. They ran over my traps over there. Trucks ran over my traps. I had a camera right back here in the trees showing this area. And guess what I'm seeing? Everything is moving through right there. Just about every animal that comes through this intersection, deer, coyotes, fox, bobcats, they all move right through here. And guess what doesn't move through there? The snowmobiles and the trucks and stuff. They don't come up this too much. I got some drags freed up now, so we're gonna go ahead and put a drag on this one, and the ground's supposed to stay frozen for a few nights in a row, so that's good. I'm just making sure it fits first, and then we're going to use plenty of wax dirt for this. And it's not fitting. That's pretty good. Just going to hammer out for the levers just a little bit more. That'll bring the jaws down a little bit. Wax dirt. Make a bowl, and then that goes nice and solid in there. I don't like this ridge up here too much, but we're going to be able to work it out. Nice big rock there. And then I'll put a little bit of wax dirt in around those jaws before I put the pan cover on, just to really pack it in. I just cut some new wax papers this week. The only place that moves is where that pan goes down. Just put a little lure hole in here. Get rid of the extra. I'm just going to snow it in lightly. We're going to stay frozen all this week, so I'm not worried about really adding a lot of more moisture to this that's going to freeze up. We're just going to snow it in a little bit more. And we're going to use a little night owl. It's red gland XXL, so I think this is a matrix. We've got mating season going on. Oh, they're coming right around this corner. Everybody comes through here, so let's see how that goes. Geez, guys, it's like Alaska here in New York State, or northern Quebec or something. We are just getting 48 hours of snow. It just keeps coming. And had to get the big broom out this morning because I'm not really expecting things in my sets today, but I need to do maintenance and at least get this snow cleared off. Much easier than bending over with the small whisk broom. So just sweeping them out this morning. For now, we gotta go check these mink sets. Got some bunny tracks across the bridge here. See if I can see it. And this one's easier. I should set them like this so I can just look over and look at that big flat rock right there. Wait a minute, there's no trap on the rock. Oh my God, guys. We finally got something. We finally got something. That's pretty awesome, looking over the edge and seeing what I see. All you mink trappers out there can tell me, but I still think that's an awesome set. It's right along this edge right here. We're just waiting for them. And it's too deep for my hip boots in the middle here, so I gotta find a way around. Maybe I can just find high rocks under the water. Oh, dang it. I did get water into both of my boots. Holy crap, your feet get cold fast. Should be wearing my waders, I guess. Cold hands going in. It's awesome, guys. We got a mink, and look, he got caught just like we wanted him to get caught. This is not the first mink I've caught, but it's the first mink I've caught on a blind set under a bridge like this. So I am super psyched. I am going to put that trapper right back now. I do not care if my feet are wet, because I got a mink this morning. Awesome. So I put these Barker mink pans on. These, I think it's a number 3 Victor. And got it very floppy, and I'm kind of pre-rusting these this season, but as you can see, it doesn't matter. He stepped on it, so we're gonna get this one reset. I did get caught in one of these this year because they're so floppy, they fire off so quick, so you gotta be careful. That hurt my fingers, man. All right, so we're gonna just set it right back in here. Right there. I'm gonna walk right over that, step on it. We're gonna fight our way through this stuff. Man, everything is vines. Well, nothing like warming up a snowy morning on the trap line with my first mink on a blind bridge set. So there you go, Mike Bobber. There you go, Chappie. I'm starting to learn. And yeah, I can see why you're addicted to this. That bad. First shed floor needed a little washing anyways. Whew, cold and wet. This is the stuff that fur trappers deal with and still enjoy it. Oh, just wanted to show you this mink, not in the wet state. Dried him off in the fur shed, and man, he looks really good. Fur looks really good. I'm no expert on mink fur, that's for sure, but I don't see any thin spots or anything damaged. So we're gonna skin them out now. This is that new one I put in. We can see somebody came through right here. Looks like a fox. And I set the trap on this side where I kept seeing him come through, and then this time he comes through on the other side. But we're still gonna sweep this off. I just can't believe this winter wonderland, everybody. It is awesome out here. It's been snowing for, well, 2 days here, and it's just constantly building up. Yes, I have to go out and shovel and plow and everything like that, but just so gorgeous out. So we got the wet hip boots off. We got the warm waders on. We threw the clothes in the washer and the dryer. And now we're gonna check this creek line here. See if anything fired off over here. There's all kinds of deer tracks here. I'm really humbled and complimented at the growth in subscribers at Trapper Snore. As hopefully you can see, I'm working really hard to capture not only trapping on my line, but talking to other trappers and learning as much as we can. So if you're here right now and you're not subscribed, which is like 65 or 70% of you, it would really help me out, and it would help spread the benefits of fur trapping to the world if you hit that subscribe. I promise I try not to put out junk. I work really hard on each episode. I'm really passionate about this. It is so nice to have warm feet in some new boots. Wow, everything got caved in by the snow, so it's really hard to even tell where I am. Probably should have used some pink ribbon to mark the spot here. Look how everything's caved in, everything's bent over. I got to search a little for this set. I think it's actually right over here. I need Willie with me because he brings me to the sets. He knows where every set is now. Not here, maybe one spot back. Here it is. And I can see the trap is still there. The trap is set there. We've got our rod going down right here. And yeah, I got some caster up under there. I'm just gonna leave it, let it continue working. I haven't seen beaver sign in here. That's just for the random beaver, maybe a 2-year-old that gets kicked out and start moving or whatever. It's just there to work in case something comes by. Making myself some extra exercise today. Man, it is so beautiful out here. Everything is covered with a little bit of snow, and I'm just sweeping off traps. This guy swept off. Got a perfect leaf to step on. Flag kind of blew out, but we're just gonna have to leave these feathers hanging for now. They actually move pretty good. It's just that the snow is light enough that it's just landing on things and stopping right there, and there's no wind. So it's a real wonderland. We got it uncovered. All right, what's the way back, Willie? He's like a bunny rabbit. He's following our steps back to that beaver set. We're going this way, bud. Hey, come on. He's gonna go all the way around. It's like, I gotta follow Dad's tracks. You are one cute trapper doodle. Tell you what, he sleeps good after doing the trap line. There's nothing like having a dog with you on the trap line. Sorry, out of breath. You got some boots on there, buddy. Take those off? Yeah, you gotta take those off. Ever play the what's that game with your dog? Love it. What's that? What is it? Willie and I are just getting set up in the fur shed here. Just got the wood stove going so we can warm this place up. Yeah, it's a good day to be in the fur shed with all this happening outside. And I got this fox I gotta warm up. He's kind of frozen. And this guy, I wanted to show you. It looks like he's starting to get mange on his tail. Definitely wearing gloves working with this, because this guy here, look at this tail. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, nice and fluffy and big. And this guy's not too bad. He's frozen. It got kind of compacted in the freezer, but you know, we can see those guys. So we'll see how the rest of him looks. Looks pretty good. Dirty right now. Gotta brush him out. Yeah, I got a nice place for my beaver to thaw out on this rack on my stove here. Rotisserie beaver. I put a blueberry muffin in my buggy for one of these mornings, and then I couldn't find it for a couple days. And I kind of felt something under my seat. Hey, it's now a blueberry pancake. Frozen, but still delicious. We need calories out here. Okay, I know I'm out of the shot right now. I'll be in it soon enough, but I want you to look close at what you're looking at. Man, if we could cable restraint or snare in New York, this would be perfect. So off the screen, I am setting a foothold trap because I want to kind of enter this spot stealth and not set the trap while I'm in there. What you're looking at is the back side of my bone pile. So since October, I've been putting deer carcasses and beavers, and I have a feed pile back there basically. We've had a lot of possums and small animals. This is probably a fox. We see the tracks here. But right now we got 4 nights of single digits, and it's going to be easier for me right now to just throw in some snow sets around this. I got one already on a trail just behind me, and we can see there's a tight spot right here. I hate walking into it, but we're just going to have to. And honestly, I'm not even going to throw my grapple very far. I'm just going to put it in here. I'll be able to tell. And then I'm just going to take this trap, put it right in here. First, I'm going to make a little bit of a flat spot in the snow. Put my trap right on that. Grab a little snow. Snow it in. And then I'm going to take these available little twigs. I'm just making it so they step into the trap, which is right here. Sorry if I'm blocking you. Very light guiding. I even put one spot to step just before the trap. Hopefully you can't really see anything, but the trap is right down in here. It's just natural. And I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Hey everybody, we are on the eve of yet another snowstorm. This is gonna be a big one. Looks like we're getting a foot or more. And I am trying to do as much trapping as I can before the snow just buries us. And I'm coming around on my walking line, and look at that. We got a coyote this morning. This set has been sitting for a month. All I've been doing is brushing it off with a broom, and I did not put any bait, any new lure. And I have to tell you, I am relieved. I'm excited. I'm excited that it worked. You know, sometimes all us trappers know when you check every day and you're not catching things, you start to lose confidence over time. But guys, if you put your trap in solid, you can let those work. Take time sometimes, and they're just in a waiting game. This is right around the corner from a couple of cat sets. And I was just trying to be prepared to catch doubles, or, have a set that was not specifically a bobcat, but could catch a bobcat or a canine. And that's exactly what we got. You see how much he can spin, guys? And you know what? The trap is just spinning with him. It's just swiveling around. So he's not hurting himself. He's just held there. You can see his guard hairs. Look at his guard hairs. Interesting. Up at his neck, they're gone. See? Not good. So, all right. Before this guy gets more agitated, let's get him out of the trap here, and we'll see about what time he came in. All righty. All right, he's calmed down now. Perfect. This property is one that I have a couple friends who hunt here. I'm the only trapper here most of the time. I have another friend who can trap here sometimes too, but he's not right now. Any case, these guys really appreciate me getting the predators out of here because they're big turkey and deer hunters. So we got a nice front foot catch on this guy. It's a pretty heavy coyote. Let me see. We got female. Pretty big female, nice color. We can see the guard hairs around the neck are going, but I'm trying to see if I can harvest some nice fur for some koozies and different things. So I'm sure there's some usable portions on this coyote here. I'm actually pulling this set, guys. I'm not going to reset this because we got a foot of snow coming. I have 2 more traps working right around the corner from this. I am just grateful that this took one. Let me just get this snap ring off of here. I don't have to worry about my anchors in here on this one, but I know right where it is if I want to reset. And maybe this catch circle will cause a little bit of attraction, at least to this corner, for my other 2 sets, which are only going to work for 2 more nights before I have to pull them. Guys, this was not a baited set. This was just a little bit of lure on a walkthrough on this corner. And it kind of explains itself because the coyotes now are mating, so I just must have slowed them down, caught his curiosity with that scent, caught the wind just right, and she stepped right in it. Having some walking lines and having to hike, and then, you know, you get a spike when you get a spike of exercise when you gotta carry something out. Okay, it's not 50 pounds, but let's say we're in the 40-pound range. I wonder if they're moving ahead of the storm. This might be a sign of it for the next 2 nights. I just like to get them hanging in the fur shed before I check the rest. That way they're ready for me to skin right when I get back. Alrighty, get a bucket under there. Catching that coyote is a testament to wax dirt. Because that set, I swear guys, it sat there for a month. It was what you call a sleeper set. You know, I had a couple other sets baited around the corner. Well, one was a bobcat walkthrough, one was a baited dirt hole, and then that was just gland lure flat set on the corner, sleeper set. My 280 in the bottom here is completely frozen in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to it. Hey, look at that. This is working out on the bottom of this. I'm not getting any otters, but I am getting muskrats. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get this video out before then, but I really look forward to talking to Reed Roberts of Dead Pine Trappers and using these trap setters as reminding me of watching his videos, because Reed uses lethal trap sets everywhere for those pine marten and beaver, and he has the kids work with those conibears. Pretty cool. We're gonna keep it on going, at least for 2 more nights before the crazy snowstorm. But the thing is, this will keep working through the storm. It's just that it'd be hard for me to get to it. It's about 3 feet of water and 4 feet of mud. That's good, that's good. All right, here we go. wish everybody the best out there. Remember, we're supporting a sustainable, natural, organic, and renewable resource. Good luck, everybody.